boxing at 18. It is very rare to start boxing at 18, boxing all the time. But you see this talent there. Now Martin goes to work, letting his hands fly.
Not part of the family. We legitimately think he's a sensational young fighter. So exciting. Was coming
Got sparring at 1. Don't gotta go in, be on point, be sharp. Gotta be all the way ready, bro. Gotta come all the way correct. This go round.
Born in Detroit, Michigan, and spending most of his childhood split between Detroit and Fort Wayne, Indiana, Frank "The Ghost" Martin is the youngest of 5 siblings. Now known as one of the top-ranked fighters in the stacked 135-pound division, Frank's path wasn't the norm to that of his peers.
Everybody, they dealt they own hand, you know what I mean? I feel like I was dealt the harder path, than some of those guys or whatever. But it's a lot of them top guys, that I'm ready for right now. It ain't no, oh, we need more fights or this and that. I'm ready for the top guys right now.
His diligent parents, Frank and Erica, instilled a strong foundation rooted in family values and trusted to allow Frank to explore his interests early in life.
Like my mom used to always tell me, God look over babies and fools, you know what I mean? And around that time, I was trying to figure stuff out.
You was trying to figure out who you were and what you wanted to be.
Right.
Who you were and what you wanted to be.
A football player, a wrestler, I ain't know.
You didn't know because you was good at so many things.
Soon enough, Frank's stellar athletic ability became evident as he excelled in varsity football and wrestling at Homestead High School in Fort Wayne. However, his senior year was a learning lesson on adversity, as he unfairly lost his scholarships in football and wrestling and had to quickly pivot into building his own legacy.
It's a lot of shit that I don't ever mention that or bring that up, but I had some charges that got dropped or whatever, and once that happened, I had moved to Indy. I was 18 at the time. This was around the same time I started boxing. Once my charges and stuff got dropped, I ended up moving to Indy with my brother. So once I move with him, I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna focus. I'm just gonna let this boxing be my out. You know what I mean? And
that is when Frank chose boxing at the prime age of 18 and moved to Indianapolis, Indiana with his only older brother. Quickly blasting through the amateur rankings and developing a reputation for his strong work ethic, Frank Martin beat the likes of Virgil Ortiz and the Golden Gloves. As he developed the fundamentals that most of his peers developed in their childhood, Ghost decided to go professional and hustled his way through armories with his dad by his side, selling tickets and putting on spectacular performances in sold-out venues across Indiana and Michigan. It wasn't until he landed a meeting with Derek James, unarguably the best trainer in the world, and his now promoter Errol Spence Jr., that his hard work and consistency started to come to fruition. As Errol Spence Jr. in Man Down Promotion guides Frank's career of 18 wins and 0 losses, Frank's celebrity status is starting to rise. Accepting and taking on the challenge of a role model, Frank carries himself in a calm but very serious manner. His no-talking and charismatic attitude has landed him ranked amongst the biggest fighters in the sport today, and rubbing shoulders amongst the elite in sports, fashion, and entertainment.